the most important aspect of the back is not just the width, the V-taper, but also the thickness. Without the thickness, you won't have a complete physique. You will look like very flat from the side, and we want, as a bodybuilder, to be 3D. And that's why we want to work on the back thickness today. So how do you create this 3D effect? As I mentioned, you can have a V-taper by doing a pull-down motion. You work on the lats, but the lats are not going to be the muscles we're going to work on today. We are going to work on the traps, aka the muscles responsible for pulling back your shoulder blades. And that's exactly what we're going to do with every exercise. And this is going to be exercise number 1, the chest-supported high row for the upper back thickness. All right, so the most important thing about a movement like this is the width of the grip you're using. When you're contracting the back, you want the upper arm and the lower arm to have a 90-degree angle in between them. That way you know the biceps are not doing the work, but the back is doing the bulk of the work. The second thing is the chest support. So this bench allows me to push my chest forward as I pull my arms backwards. This creates the isolation of the upper back without the lower back being a weak point, and you can truly focus on a mind-muscle connection, the full stretch. The bench is keeping you in place, allowing your shoulder blades to wrap around the bench, stretching the muscle, then going all the way to the back to truly contract those traps, the upper back muscles, to build quality mass. So another very important thing about training the back thickness is your shoulder retraction, which I mentioned. If you're doing a weight that is too heavy and you cannot retract the shoulder blades all the way back, it is by definition too heavy to create the back thickness. As the upper back musculature, the traps and the rhomboids are responsible for pulling back your shoulder blades. If they cannot do their job, they won't grow into the 3D mass we all want. Now, sets and reps for the back thickness, they can be a little lower in terms of the amount of reps per set, because the thickness is built with quite a lot of weight. It's a massive body part that needs some weight to be added to it, so 8 to 10 to 12 reps is fine, but 8 reps is totally fine. Whereas I would not recommend this with like the lat pull down, for example. Amount of sets, well, if back thickness is truly your priority, 4 sets for this movement is not out of the question. Now, and of course, to keep your strength as much as possible and energy during the workout, ESN Intra is the way to go with carbohydrates and EAAs to make sure you're not catabolic, you're anabolic, and you have energy until the last rep of the training. Next one will be without the chest support. We do want to work the lower back a little bit, but this version without the chest support allows us to hit the back in a very unique way. We all know the regular seated row, but this one will transform the way you feel the middle upper back for sure. So we just have the regular seated row. Again, have a grip that is about the width you need to have your arm 90 degrees as you contract. So pretty much the same one we had at the first movement. But then guys, you grab it like this. Normally you would just do this. That's one way. But if you want to feel it 10 times better, all you have to do is bend over a little bit like this, stay in that position, and then contract it. This squeeze, this contraction is superior to anything you've ever felt on a seated row. This will target just lower than the first movement, so it really hits the middle back and also, again, the thickness, allowing you to, again, retract the shoulder blades for full muscular growth. exercise, the moment you cannot complete a rep, then simply end the set. As it's not worth it on this one, your lower back will then take over, which is not our training today. Okay, so on this one, we're gonna reduce the weight a little bit. As now the lower back is involved, you don't want that to be a risk factor. So we're gonna stick to 10, 12 to 15 reps on this one. Again, 3 to 4 sets if the back thickness is truly something you want to work on. Anyway, let's go to the third exercise. Guys, at the end of this video, we'll have an amazing exercise machine. If you have that one at your gym, you will be golden. But anyway, the third movement is going to be something you are very familiar with, but again, is going to be manipulated in a way that doesn't target the back width, but the thickness. It's the good old lat pull down. All right, we got the good old lat pull down grip right here. And again, as all the other movements, grip it in a way that when you contract the back, the arm is 90 degrees bent. So, we're gonna make it like this. Now the regular lat pull down will be something like this. You lean back, you contract the lats. We're not working the lats today. We're working the upper back and even the traps to be bigger. So what we're going to do, if you're actually going to lean back a lot more and truly focus on bringing the shoulder blades back. The secret to a thick back. All right, so what you wanna do is you wanna go from a straight position. You're gonna go back, sit forward a little bit so the cable points right at your chest, and then simply pull down and go back up. Just like that. And here you truly feel the traps contracting and barely the lats, because we are trying to isolate the back thickness here and those muscles around it. And the best way to know that, how you do that, is by the shoulder blade retraction. If you do that, you're working the back thickness. If you don't, you're working the lats. Sets and reps here. With this one, I would not go above 3 sets. So 3 sets for this one. Rep range also can be a bit lower. It's a very safe exercise to do. You can do it quite heavy. So 8 to 10, maybe 12 reps in this one to create those thick traps and a thick upper back. You can have a big back, big arms, big chest, but if you don't have the correct clothing to wear it, it will be useless. That's why I'm wearing Able, which I truly love, established 2018, the same year I won my pro card and changed my life forever. So if you want to try out Able yourself, you can do that by using code Wesley. You can support me and yourself at the same time. But anyway, let's go to the next movement. The bonus exercise. This one we just got today, actually. It's an amazing back movement with a chest support, with rotating and moving handles, and it's a guided machine for the back thickness. Now, I understand not everybody has this machine, but if you have something that looks like this, or just contact Gym 80 and get this machine for yourself, it just feels quite incredible. So what you want to do is go up like this, go all with this stretch, guys. This stretch is it's incredible. You cannot achieve this with other movements because this literally pulls your back apart like incredibly much. So if you can find a movement that does this for your back, you know what I mean when you feel it. So the stretch builds the most muscle out of everything. So you have a very good stretch and then go all the way up and contract. That way, full range of motion, no need for heavy weights, just build that thick, developed upper back this movement. We had to move here, guys. As you know, some kids in the gym, we are of all ages, but sometimes the noise can be a little high. But anyway, that was my video about which are the best movements to build the upper back thickness, to really create the thickness in the back, to not only have a V taper, but also a 3D effect from the side, and you'll feel better, you're gonna be stronger, you're gonna fill out shirts better, you won't be able to wear leather jackets. I'm sorry that you won't be able to touch your steering wheel anymore, but that's a sacrifice we're all willing to make for a big, thick back. Now I know we skipped over the T-bar row, the bent over row, the dumbbell row. All of these movements are great, especially the T-bar row and the bent over row, of course, but this is for people who have already tried all the basics and want to go to a more sophisticated, more isolated movement to make sure they will build the back thickness they don't have right now. Anyway, guys, thank you so very much for watching. A lot more of these videos are coming. And of course, don't forget to stay golden.